Welcome back, story lovers. Today, we're diving into a classic tale about wisdom, kindness, and a king's peculiar test. Settle in for the story of the three feathers. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, a wise old king reigned. He had 3 sons, and as his hair grew grayer and his steps slower, he knew he had to choose his successor. But how could he decide which son was truly fit to wear the crown? He needed a test, not of strength, but of character and cleverness. One sunny afternoon, the king gathered his sons in the grand throne room. The tapestries on the walls seemed to listen, and the sunlight streaming through the stained glass windows painted the floor in jewels. "My dear sons," the king's voice echoed, warm but firm, "my time as your king is drawing to a close. To determine who will rule after me, I have devised a challenge." The 3 princes leaned forward, their eyes wide with anticipation. The king continued, "I will give each of you a single feather. You must follow it wherever the wind carries it. Your quest is to bring back the most amazing, the most extraordinary thing you can find. The son who presents the most wonderful item will prove his worth and become the next king." The princes, eager to prove themselves, readily agreed. The king then held up 3 soft white feathers. With a deep breath, he blew them into the air. A gentle gust of wind swirled through the room. The first feather, belonging to the eldest son, was caught in a strong current and floated purposefully to the north. The second son's feather drifted lazily southward, but the third feather, the one for the youngest son, simply fluttered down and landed right at his feet. The 2 older brothers burst out laughing. "Look at him!" sneered the eldest. "His grand adventure is a single step away." The middle son chimed in. What amazing treasure could he possibly find on the castle floor? They mocked their younger brother, convinced his quest was a failure before it had even begun. Without a second thought, they marched off, one heading north and the other south, their minds already dreaming of the fantastic treasures they would find. But the youngest son, whose name was often forgotten, and whose heart was kinder than most, didn't despair. He looked down at the simple feather lying on the polished stone floor. While his brothers saw a joke, he saw the start of his journey. He believed in his father's wisdom and was determined to follow the feather's path, no matter how short. He gently picked it up, a quiet resolve settling in his heart, and decided to explore the area right where he stood. He knew that sometimes the greatest treasures are found in the most unexpected places, and what he would discover was more magical than anyone could have ever imagined. What do you think he will find? The adventure is just beginning. If you're enjoying this story, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next part. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next chapter.